nimre ba ko kyerem sade no ano ya ye de na mpanifo emrem yabekwa nkokwa obome na atiefo beka ya na watwe atwam ye de betu anim ka kire osena no mu kyerem sa kwantempo wo mpatam ho ade na hwehwa se kwante beminu ka se mpanifo ahyase ya fixe eno so mu komadi wa ha bati bi ensam ne abone beda hyehyere kuokuo ebrepam no na watwe mu nsam de edika de disa wo sa tibio no ye besa tin nyina mu ade ama aseda no DBS Industries ena pacho mekanfo de ama wadama wo kwankwanche kwato ya no roofing sheet no na sa wokoto wie na nsuo to na pada no so na benyinya wanim ena nadumofo ena mampani babu ayo emfa ikusa mpacho wa no aye kwampa no na machero DBS fo ehwa na mpacho ntantam so ani wanim yakọ niam roofing sheet papa to se da ba ya woda no awusie no enim bebanyam na fa he woda obeda din so beto awia ba wapetampe etim yetim eko DBS fo ho eniam bi Facebook ni YouTube medam ene wo mo keka Facebook for ne keka wo mse anyimre mituntum so de agyayi ekyetema motowe ba bia ye no da so correct one man contractor anyimre yi ayeme nana ade mununkum Africana dawroma Facebook YouTube medam Joshua Kwame Kulenu ejina machi den Jagri Boaz enso so ha ene wono so gbachi dom pampe anya senketwa na yenge brai ensem am de na poso ma wono ye bebo wuram na mu nkire mu nyina ye de amamo
Adom FM
Asempa FM
Inshira FM
Yashan Samnasia na yashase ade free Inspector General of Police Metro IGP akache COP Christian Tatayohonu na kache ni yakona atiefo beka na nsentem ade abako asori wo man mu pa ayamentomo ase ne ekoso oboko ene ne mpatemo mekere Upper East Region na ayatiefo nyina anim sem dada enya afa na mesa betum nkire na enai Inspector General of Police IGP COP Christian Tatayohonu edna ni monyam eni akwakopie Muhammad prefo a ena anu adamentimo ase asori wo fa mu prepra wakwakosra wo mu na wopanini nya kwanya wakasa ne wakasa bebrenu a ehye eja abusuafo a wade hye prepra hye wondin hye wonkunan ekasa bebrenu a na wofiri ayaresabia ho no de nani kiremu ewo eye pusigu district ena wakoa ne aposifo ho wakosha wo mu nkuna sa dwuma no mo ye no no nemmom wo mu wese bibia metwuntwa wo mu akwam wonya dwuma no din se ba ya bamba ho nsem betumi agina na so yentie COP Christian Tatayohonu ni nsem wade tuga.
We have been informed that there has been absolute peace throughout the night. We want this to continue. And then the President, the Interior Minister, the First Minister, they are all watching and listening carefully. And then at the appropriate time, a delegation will also come to visit Boku. All the Ghanaians want to say is that Boku should be in peace. Boku should come back to its past glories. For the time when everybody wants to come to Boku, that glory should come back so that we can come back to Boku and then enjoy the atmosphere that has been there in the past. Thank you very much.
We Inspector General of Police Metro IGP COP Christian Tatayohonu nene ana wutie na yakwansam fufuru mu a yemfiri IGP way na yankoma mpani John Dramani Mahama kachina atiefo beka yemfimpim mienu ene aduonu na mu wabra mampani John Dramani Mahama bontoa ena ene wakaka se ade abako esine nuso pa sa ade no ba beboa ama enya oba ba hema mpanyi na betimi aboa mamabunu enya nnwuma dodo no a yenya afa na wobi ba ba wie suapon na no wate ho no atwere ne se aduasa mienu afa pan ni pipa na ne eheni botom no ade nam na mepa adwuma wo kirem se sa adwuma die no oba hema mpanyi na wo ba ba die ne ba beboa pa na enya nnwuma afro koto o man mu amagana de hye nya bia yampa ni nwan yampa me no kase na dwumadie no wato din Feed Ghana Initiative Feed Ghana Initiative no kirem se eno ba beboa pa na nyoma dodo ankankan nyani a yedie ye krafin krofo ma so ba no eso atimi ate ene wo kirem se enkokon nkitenkete enkokon nkitenkete a wode ba ya ene krofo hya ase ka ho asem na enkokon nkitenkete de yedie bai ena no so firi hin ena no de afaso no man ni benya ne fan kosi ansensem bebre meno kasa bunu is region mampani John Dramani Mahama kwakopa ho ntoma eye Feed Ghana Initiative aye enkokon nkitenkete no eka ho bie meno kasa mampani John Dramani Mahama kasa no kirem se eye ensase acres ne be se aduonum 50 acres ene mampani John Dramani Mahama che wo kirem se afi nkwa wie de na mpanimfo register afi enkokwa nkitinkiti yasma ye ken afie maako empem aduonum enum 55,000 ene benya so mfa so a mampani pa ho ntoma no wo kirem se dwumadie ba beboa pa ama mabunu anya dwuma ye nisimo de tudwa ye ntie o.
Ghana imports almost $400 million worth of chicken every year. This we all must be ashamed of. Our poultry farm to table project, popularly referred to as the Nkukon Kitinkiti program, which is going to be implemented in collaboration with the Poultry Farmers Association, will support hatcheries, feed mills, veterinary services, and poultry processing centers. This year, we're going to register 50 anchor farmers who will be supported to produce 4 million birds, which will be equivalent to 10,000 metric tons of chicken. Additionally, a supplementary program would involve the registration of 55,000 households across this country. And each of these 55,000 households are going to produce 500 beds every year. We believe that this will rear over 1 million beds and thereby improve the incomes of women and their nutrition of their children.
Enti wei mampani John Dramani Mahama ene che wato ne boase ya kirem tiwe no akuafo a one day wadu ho ahye enkokoyen mu ene mampani John Dramani Mahama kirem se ene wo ma register amwa wo mu a nipa be se empim aduonum enum 55,000 that's ramete etwe pacho enkon ketenkete no mampani John Dramani Mahama wakaze wo wasi ade no baba ye nei wapa ho ntoma den wo tachiman Bono East mantam no mu eno de nsami koto dwana wo wie ne kasa ena wo kire mu se ade ba ko a esina nu so pa se mampanin a enu kura nti wapa dwumadie ho ntoma ene so obeboa na enkanka enuane a ye kra firi nkrofo ama so ba ene ye bete so ne se nti na dwumadie yi wode ba wode nsam foforo eka ho to aso a eye ntie yi.
Development project, popularly referred to as Yeridua, to reduce imports from neighboring countries, will invest in controlled environmental farming, including the use of greenhouse technologies and urban and peri-urban agriculture. We will promote schools to grow their own vegetables. We will do backyard gardening. Everybody will be encouraged to get some land near your house or behind your house and have a garden where you grow tomatoes, garden eggs, okra, onions, and pepper. We have done this before. For those of you who grew through the Operation Feed Yourself years, you remember that your parents used to have backyard gardens. And so when you wanted to pound fufu, sometimes you didn't have to go to the market. You just go into the garden, you pluck some nyadwa, take some pepper, some onion, tomato, and then go and make the soup and pound the fufu.
Asem no na mampanyina kanu kanise pa fufu dia enya fe na bekwa fu mu wugura wuda na chiwa banchi na enie bodie na enie wahu uhunya ado wa ha entosi nie makonie nkontombre nie entiwe no se bia nkontombre nkwa na apeso ya umre de hia ne nam wahu so na idi ade no wosesia chaskala oboso chaskala ntwe mampani John Dramani Mahama waburo kopiem wo Bono East mantam ni mu Feed Ghana initiative no na wode nsami atu dwana yeto so akwansam fufuro mu a kane deputy attorney general wanoa na ye minister of justice Yewura Alfred Atua Yaboa wo kire mu se ade ba ko obo man mu a ha adwene pa misinformation and disinformation wɔkyerɛm sɛ hadwene paa saa deɛ wei bɛtumi de nipa akɔ haw mu ɛsiane sɛ nsɛntwerɛni mponya nsɛntwerɛni nkoa nipa dasani ɛtumi to ne boa sɛ tena se na wakuru kyerɛ nsɛm afa ne nua ho na ɔde abɛto abɔntene ɛnsɛm a wɔka nyinaa wɔno ankasa nim sɛ ɔhɔ nyame anim hwɛ patatakra mu ɔnyɛ nokorɛ no so no ɛne azaa ne nkontombɔ na ni abrɛ ne misinformation na ɔde abɛto dwa panyan Ghanafoɔ te ya no wasom na ɔde kɔ no ɔde kɔ kyerɛm sɛ saa so ne ban hadwene paa ɛmmoa ɛma ɔman ɛyɛ asomdue kuta ɔman ɛne bambɔ ntumi nyina nna so ɛnyɛ Ghana nko a ewiase nyinaa ne sɛnti ɛne ɛyɛ Ghana School of Law wɔn dwumadi a wɔde hyehyɛ soɔ ɛyɛ misinformation democracy and security ɛna ɔpanin akonya ɔde nsɛm to dwa ɛsrɛ panipa ɛne ɔbɔ ɔman mu a ɔman ama no bɔnsɛm kranto nsɛm wɔno ɛna ɛhwɛ soɔ mekyerɛ ɛyɛ communication minister sɛ ɛbɛyɛ no anim yɛ mpanin fa nansi fam wɔno line bi nto a saa ne line no bɛtumi aboa paa na misinformation ne disinformation ɛso bɛtumi ate wɔ ɔman mu
ndi for example wo ka asɛm bi a ɛde Ghana ntɔkwa ɛbɛba ɛde sɛbi abantu a yɛmfa mmra kwan so etu no ɛbɛba na sa information a wo kae no ɛnya ade a yɛ nɔkre a megye sɛ no deɛ wɔsɛ mmra mu no yɛtimi ɛne wodi nti yɛnhwɛ areas na sɛ baabi a yɛgyidi sɛ national security ɛho hia yɛn paa no na yɛnyini maako mmienu mmiɛnsa na yɛnyina hɔ na afei yɛfa saa mmra no ɛmna sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a Adom ready bɛhu sɛ Ghana de sesei ɛna yɛpɛ sɛ mmra no yɛde yɛ adwuma because misinformation and disinformation yɛnhwɛ ne yie a Ghana ɛde yaw ɛna bɛbrɛ yɛ sɛ nneɛma bi edu baabi a yɛnka sɛ aha deɛ obetumi akasa ba wokasa hwɛ yie ba area ha deɛ wokana wanka ne yie a sei na mmra ɛne obedi
wei ɛyɛ kane ɛyɛ deputy attorney general yɛwura Alfred Yaboa ne ɛna ate ya wɔkyerem sɛ soafo a wɔno ɛna hwɛ ama no bɔnsɛm so kyerem sɛ nkyɛ koraa wɔpa bɛpa ɔbɛpa adwumadie bi ntoma saa adwumadie ne ba bɛboa paa ama misinformation ne disinformation ahodoɔ ɛne ɛso atumi ate koraa nanom ɛna ɔpanin akasa fa ho a ɛne ɔwieyɛ ɛyɛ SRC president Adema Ghana School of Law ɛyɛ Daniel ɔten awua ɛso de nano tumu bia ne sɛm ɔde to dwa yɛntie
nti yɛ deɛ yɛso yɛ buta ne si ne si pɛ sɛ yɛnu anom be bu na yɛwɔ Ghana no yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ dictate ɔmo sɛ ne bɛyɛ ɔmo so mbɛhu sɛ ɛnyɛ information bia na sasɛm bia na wote apɛ na wo so wafa na wakɔka kyerɛ obi ana sa wo so wafa na we post nti ɛno ne buta yɛ no so a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ make sure sɛ yɛnu anom be bu no ɛne adeɛ no ɔmo bɛboa yɛn at least ɔmo bɛhu misinformation and disinformation and who soon so away the global security, country security and information integrity.
Na Daniel Otin Ewa Ekasawiye and country director Adema Conald Yura Anna Wasafel. Hey, edi de mu di bia brami o say bad news say medin o odi yenti ono so ba yese badin ene yenti ma me so nsem we
or just by holding the platforms accountable, which is why I find it extremely important that we as ourselves as individuals also take our part of the responsibility when it comes to fake news, to mis and disinformation, as in we need to make sure that we cross-check, we need to make sure that we actually validate information and if both things actually apply, very often it's a tendency or it's an indicator that something is not a valid information. And I would also just imply people, and that would be part of media literacy, to actually ask yourself the question, is it reasonable? Is it
any no any utie brofo no a wa we no a to ne bo ase we brofo wa hey brofo de timi ka de de brofo de pa ahaya Adom 106.3 asempa 94.7 santimantem nie enhyira 104.5 affiliate no aye wa ha ne aduonu miensa wo mamu ni amono ne super weekend news memene da nwumra de la askonko naked yegusu ye kenka de ama ene time kuchu brepem no wadwenkyere na de ato Facebook no YouTube no ene ba ba kenka ni nyira de ama korate panti paso time kuchu enchemete asim na wadwenkyere no makenka de ama na ye konsem foforo mu a sana hene edema eye atwufuna na matrankunya eye nana kwadwo eye brafo aduasa a otoso menu nana kyerɛ mu sɛ wo ba mpatem wa sɛ de mabunu no enum no bɔne no ade na no odene omofa ne sɛ mogyaduro anopa wi anwumre eni ho abrante wa yetentan homodwe tese he wo pem na so wo kwani utim se police dinachi na ene police yese oba ba chi na ogina ho ezo hu ne se wa doge se eduro na timi ewura no a made ne ha ya ejeje aha dwene na kire mu se emabu na won potam wor sa su ne ban no omo dan na die no ade na no ya identity sabrede wode adesrede kwa mampanifo nyina so obi anfa na nansi fom wo wobi anfa na nansi fom pa no ko no aye konom enya na nanom nko ako enya abatan nko ako yo mani nyina ako na wie ne kasa no de adesrede ekwama aban se aban wo so ade suade ana se wan kasa ade so edawo so ene se eye National Commission for Civic Education NCC yifo wo so omo resources ene ka no mu hiafo mo sika no mu hiafo mo se de be omo so e be chance ene ne kai omo di namu no mu create awareness dia mamabunu ensunso bone a ewonu bone efa so
ya se dia se yo be sanhwe se mabunu no puntu se no mabunu nam so tro to jampa se nya Ghana hanam ti bo me bra e di pa obi mas specifically London na beteti ni super se man kwa dwuma e ya dwuma ofia ti me gaske ho a radio station online sa me be 8 am a logo the friend about by 8 ti no bonne no en brabon ni bi kolan kitinkiti ko peska dunia ko ko mun ko pata ebreni na ye antiti yankola ni nyai nti ye de be dia na bunu ba ko for radio and various divisional chiefs no can grab on ajinu radio chere na name ye no na pe se de ba ko ka on put it so de ka na put ka say we can be say all hands on deck so be na my info be our for be the here politicians no more to say na as my capacity as a finance minister traditional but say no medical say politicians now make say the my kit also we should above for na medication no cost me education yes go to school NCC for for their mom say mo de mata de ba ne ho nyam shekese ama makonya antwenya ntwakonya nyam shekese ama akona busua e wotwufu kae asudi ne de sare Ghana for unity say de obi bet sana hina se se fa Ghana memu obeka say finance minister twufu samfo ntini ma pamfo asudi de so no se e na be hweto so sika be ba foto ni e de abotwufu ntontuo so tie ni ya no time ni se se be sit twufu traditional council ba fa ya bofoto education fund na de be wuro
wei nana kwadwo brafo aduasa a otosom yenu sana hene twufuna no matran kunya na tie na oyeye na ohina wono na wo twufuna no matran kunya eye obrempon apia nuam otoso mienu enso wabra ene na eye wo paw eye twufu odwira festival eye 2025 wono so edi tudwa ene mabunu wono so de okafa wo muhunie
ene da so ngidi se obi a refi was jumede se obi si sada ehwomu a obi a yefi se na sumu da ho ni trimu da ho oti ase ba obi a de otumi de kana na no mo meboa ma ahini no atumi akoso awo dujuma akwan so enti ene dey yenu abere ma yenim se ye kaireku eye nana kwa bebedio ni konti nyine osum eye nana kwa bebedio kimi di no papa ye ni usu ebe ye yesuma na ye otra ye twade tu kwan necessary we dey to me na nan money se be pasa me bona baso me peja no mo yina mu mi se na da pakai mu da pakai ma o wasi ya ti mu adwe ya za o ete se ye pedi si ya enuti ene dey nana India na wo ye nim se ye friend nana kojo bravo aduasa no lesun eye nana kwa me bedio na wo kaireku no ene me peja no me mani dibre onu no oba be ye twifu ene de jinabia me de ma eye nana kojo bravo aduasa
wei wahina wono ene wo twufuna na matran kunya obrempon apia nuama a otosom yenu nana ene ena wuti yi wadwenkyere na fatum wo na enchemati asim na makenkan ni nyina correct adi amaw kama pa enchemakenkan ni nyina correct adi amaw na atiefo beka ya na watwe mu ena obomhene odafo efa opinaman a otosom yenza ene wade batu dwekyerem se nyakopon ya adwo enchekora na watwe ye ba besim ya ene kwawu hyase Ghana dishia free akirikiri ni pincheyem ene adehye so kura enye Ghana adehye be wadwe so mo kokwawu ene anigye ni nyina so de edokura ye kwawu na wo na nim se kwawu so de Adom 106.3 ye na si ye na so kofa bai ene ya ginam ene obehwetam a ye bo na fi pa di kofezi kwawu na nyasam ketwa afi kwawu no me na me bo 5 African bosses Joshua Kwame Kule no ejina 8 and 9 onu ojina 8 ho 8 ho no ojina 8 ho ono kura ma hwe kura baba no one top ena chese enya sam kitwa ntia fi kwa no enya bresi ye konya sam kitwa kura na ye de beto wani mu anana ekire mu se portal so won potam ho no eye kwa obomi kwantempo no eye nkokọ obomi kwantempo no kwasem na enye baako kura ka hu bi otese adehye ne o madwen se wo mo ba kwawu nu a enye traffic wo mo be di so nya asam ketua enye wotimi di so 1 hour 2 hours 3 hours 4 hours enye keka hunti be ya mpanifo me ho na portals no won fele enye na naka ya Ghana Highway Authority ne kura bata wo Eastern region so branch azam na making enye na naka ya se wo mote mino kasai portals no wo no ma hyase afili o wo ma hyase afili anya asam ketua na yentie wimra
Dia ase se jumedia nomudi kwawu Easter mre a omoba besra yen ye chew ehye mo se eye ye bepono fi nsuta ebefre bombing eba kwawu no ekwan no ne nyame anim na ase ye de two multimedia anim se omma to the room ma aman sign entity se jumedia no beponu mu enye no omudi tu dwen de nyame ase ese aban ya tie yen anim ya wababa beso kwan Iti Easter ebe ni aji ese ekwan na free suta report ababa bomino multimedia adumti ni nyina omatitemu amana ye eda ban na se ese yesutre no watie animu ya multimedia so yeda mase edom no so amoba no so ekwan na yatitemu so mamu family contente kwa odi ye kwa ye kone boko ye fro pepo na ye boko ni de fro no sane so a no sane ne boko ya mama frisi apa
na akasa no na ni age to say afi kwawu no afi kwawu de wose mikobie 2021 ena mba multimedia ha eno manko 2022 manko 2023 manko 2024 manko 2025 idia mo boa bi tan na wa yejinam afi de bekobi yejinam dendede na nakasa wie ye eno akire mu say portals no mo yene de we tempera wo mo nyame mfe ntwa kwawu nwie adesere de wode tuma mpanye nim wo mo wie kwawu no o meguye o metwa kwawu ni naso no ngusu foforo portals wi de ye de twa kwawu na wie sisi ya
we ka kire aban ni se o hye boso wo be no se de ya ye fi atibie efroba kwawu be pono so onre mai ono am ban no ye se de wa ye atibi kwan no ntimi nyo ba bi wo ho a concrete and necessary ye hye makwan timi chemaye ye wa brehye mu se wonya kas wo be ya maye de anidaso wo ho onye maye na wo yesusu no ntre na taba mu soso meyenko afrabeja koso hososo kwan no soso etutu ti adisrede ne de ma o esesasi ye hye ne boss ye beta na chi no jumadi e wo aframeja aya afram plains na ye sre president so won touch ne anya kwan no soso yie hososo wo ye ni yie maye a obehu faso a obenya free ko ene afka Ghana man nyina
we odefo ifa opinaman awotoso miensa obomehene ne na ati wadwenkyere fatomu na mintinsi munkenkan man ten na Mr. Asari USA wasi adem no kumachia wo oni timi ni nyina machia mo pa Mr. Asari CEO Edema Diamond State Academy school papa we ewo asantemantam kumase enya samketua na me ode videos pa send me a me hwe nkwada no se de nkwada ni sua de fa wo modem na say what we di we say obi aye wad pa na obi ade ne bakoho we shasi free crutch ekwa akopeme JHS intiko Mr. Sorry anopay enumere ye chia opa enya asem ketwa Richike fashion se wonungwa wase adam nunku mechia wo mehwam nungwa inside Richike fashion shop na misra mo pa o sister na orders no oje se Richike da bia meka enurachi wa pam African wear fefe bi pa white bia brem na ɔde atade no bae no a mehwɛ na sɛ ei atade deɛ mɛda ahyɛ atade wɔ mehyɛ paa ho na bɛkyɛ madeɛ wɔ kurom a Rade, etoda kule no se onko sha onko bre eno so de ampa etoda no kure ni wa ho siesie nti okobosia bokura hunye oh radio go for we ma we ko Facebook na making ana ni kunsu kojo krom ade aba wasi Adom Super Weekend News fantastic brutal metie wade moni adwuma mera se anane eno de awode aba Emmanuel Osei Wusu enso ade aba wasi Super Weekend News any size kura kwa de wo bo adwuma metie odenden efri Kumase eho ena wodo so se ohwe yen etie yen ede efri Blood Sun 2 p.m. Asante Mampong enso ade aba wase Ghana fo nyina nkama mu wo yanke ehumom se de be ya yebetimi atai mampani John Dramani Muhammad china baby opeso do oman ne kono ene wode ekodo fefefe Grace Ado Grace so de yani abere ya kan kase egbo no oton data ti African passport Grace Ado me pacho emanini block ahayenton data me yesa mbebubu nkrofo fa so bia wa ha atamatin wase galamse no wasi ejai enimanimu ya wono so dia wode ebae no bless am wode wansusu amfamba so kwa wunta so enso ade aba wase mechia wo ade mopa ne adwuma wo ye nchia enkoma Ahmed Alhaji Abeta wo nyina ewo Virginia kuro emu etro na ehoso ede na wono so owo a ene wohweyen edi efria enye asemketo a wosenchia ekoma mu nyina na kwa mo aboaten enso atonkra dia ba se Super Weekend News ne mu da ho Ablekuma Central na mewo a metio dansoman na ada obo adwumo awia ene anwumre eno a adwuma no sa na tie wosenchia nkoma Abanga Yakubu Fuseni MPP Abanga obi abedi dipeche MPP National Youth Organizer hopeful ne dia wode baaye no na kwa mo aboaten yakinkan ade ama commence pillar 2 enso ade aba waso no de ade ba akopɛ no wɔtwa afiri mampani John Dramani Mahama ho enkokɔ nketenkete no ka so ade ba no anu wɔtwa nti nei mampanyina pa ho ntoma wo hɔ animu sɛ bɛkɔ so den nchia enkomo Charles Otin wotina dodo no afra no incoming Greater Accra Regional Assistant Secretary commence pillar 2 ne dia wono so ede eba ye no Mr. Kwadwo Amo ewa Showman wase adem no nkum na kopon hira mu mumani adwuma na ye ne bra fufuo na wia no ma medi anwumre ba bedi kwan bia so anwumre ba bedi fufuo no kama pa Gamshin Shoes 773 enso se kase ebo no wotie pa na enchia enkoma obibia wono so de ode ba ye no abena cha enso de aba wase a good evening nanado abena dia wo ye pa antiani hwen
Jim FM.
Yantinsi mwen na watwi mu nsem.
O person who don't platform area that what we ascend Sibia the biara mi bi da biara ne fa wo radio no transfer Adom FM 106.3 ubeti nsem papa show Adom FM 106.3 yeah
Jim FM.
You don't know Stone Boy talking is here me aseman Adom kase boy na modie na yetie boy
bi to de biara bi asensem doso ye pese me TV asem nsem a yes Adom News
Benin Cotonou Adom FM so you are far
Adom FM, it means yeah, I mean that is it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Adom 106.3 Asampa 94.7 Asantimantem Yenshira 104.5 affiliate ni atwam wahane aduonu miensa o mamuni amonone we naked kase bo super weekend news memene da nwumna de last one yakenkan de amana mpacho we announcement a free mi social media man ho na eba me pacho wa be hu se ya suspend o ewo Facebook na YouTube na chese u post no post baako post saa suspension bebem na wani mu aba beton data wozo ye nia break news no u beton data u di obedi block ojazie obedi block simple kra abusia na watwinsem si na watwinsem sisi pa na asamba ko si ye wura jachi kwezi ena ene ebeto adwase kwato kire mu se ne nsabra fedi atintontan wani a kire bio ene na nya asem ketwa na watwe mu esi yese betim bio di amaw na watwe mu na asen no ndi si amanyokuo ma ene nigie pa wani giye wa bra akra high court ka ze wa mra se badwane ye wura jachi kwezi nfa ne huni wonkonko ye na dwuma ene kono ko he kwanda kwa na watwe na nyasem ketwa ewo asen north abotom pesua so ndi se amanyo kuo mani age papa yese betim bio di ama na abusua na watwe mu na MPP amanyo kuo ekobawura reverend ntim fodwo fiese NI before national security base papa no womba be chena kono minority chirem so one prendem preach na watwe mu na si yese betim bio di ama na watwe musofo no na hwe omeya pom densam so kopie mu ewo ayaresa bia ba ku bi kakraka kokoro pa ba ku omeya mu na wakoya no CT scan machine nya adwuma na honorable say what adia o my krani yese betim bio di ama na Ghana disia kasafa sim re-registration na swafo no na hwe meya man bonsam so de betu dwa yewura sam jata George ekirem se nche kura yesa ba ne foforo no ekrofo si enye no ya nya kodi lies wo enra ya kodi lies wo yesa be ye bio asem ba kura Ghana fo kasa wo se beti bio yashan samna se edi amawa na watwe nsema wudu atwagu yeda biam ka kiro so de edika de editie no yesa tim ma na watwem na Accra High Court kwa setena na atiefo ye nyina animsem se onubonyamfo no na yebra se bedwani madehye a ewo asen north na sem betu adwa se wono kran krata ekuta no wokura Ghana de ekuta ma no ne de ne senti ne mra se bedwa chese edi bere na ekuta no wo ya mpanufo beje afiri ne sem ne atwisu ntontwa mani kopie mu court mfanyin kosia yewura ajachi kwesi na sem na mekan na ene na watwe mu court kwa setena court kire mu se asam no kura wona ni bio yewura jachi kwesi wonko wonkonko en adwuma sem na shebedwani na otunanum tuo wa bra mpanifo ede ene wano disem etu dwa ene wo pieye ono so sem wadi tu dwa ni.
Well, it's the same as your It's almost expected because you see, when a man is innocent, no matter what you do, it will be pronounced as some later date. They were for persecution. They were trying to prosecute. But this is a court of law. That's the difference between prosecution and execution. I'm very proud that Our Lady Justice, Mary, I was going to tell her in the court, but I mean, the rules doesn't allow that. I was going to tell her she's a very decent human being, and more blessings for her. Thanks to God, family, friends, my dear sister here, Member of Parliament. We're all in this together. And I think this is a day for Asino. Justice for Asino and justice for Ghana. It's not about me.
We brasebe dwani ema adesia ewo Asen North about one person no so yewura eye jachi question eye ene ne na wuti yi na watwe mu ene ebeto odwa se Asen South ene emrase bedwani a ono so ho we mfimfim mantem wasem na meken reverend ye no yebekọ reverend ye so na sana no timamufo a eye ndisi ma a ewo Asen North wabra ene ebeto odwa se court abo asem na to agu ntino yewura jachi question ene wonko di dwuma wodie na ene wonsom ne manfo ene ne kono na mpatam we ndisi mani agi bohire ene wani agi pop na deputy communications officer man ndisi amanyekuo ne kora bata wo Asen North abato mpesu aso Martin Aba ene Adom kase kasa ya wani gie wani so a so no wode to yanim
And then, you know, you know, Asen North, especially Asen North. Jenny, I just papa, when we're going to question your phone, I won't know, Yanko Asian. When we're questioning Nakasasu, Yanko Asian. All for the quality, no family or mine, that's a mana, Asen North for. You bring a family. You try to you are question or how they at the Biaba. Now, and also, and when I bemu, Sisia de Yame, I and Adoma, Bibia, Apo, Bokonidia, you say, you are Mahama, say, promise now, or the Maya. Now, what you are talking now, what you are, I promise you are doing the situation, say, Yame Adom, not 2025 year power of the money. The 50 year, where you get quarter as a minister and also idea.
Enti enije na chie no we abra ayi Yesu Kristo ne asuafo ton se didi yebubu pa no hye wonsem ene ema omo wan num guso ene o ka se adidie no achie no ene wanyina ato ayi dwom edi yewurade entiwe no enije na chie no mso esade bosha bampani John Dramani Mahama hye wo mo no taatro asere mampani se we die kai ubose no kai wo mo de taatro ma no na adishie bi so kasai yentie
ije kase pa na aba constituency ha constituency executives ne branch executives ne NDC menyina obi ani age esanza wo hwe ne ma ekoso e wo court nsensem ni mu na ya de ha dwen ye pa ti se na court se question ne huni asem bia enije sonko na aba Asen North ha
we ye ngumde kase aba ma Asen North na no be bisa se Asen North no eka efa hefo we ye MPP and NDC for what Asen North na ye say Olabuko isimra oba na yenim say oba bebo Asen North no na ye de sa court issue we be chichire no na wontimi moya na ne je kase aba pa dia ma Asen North na de yenim ni say John Dramani Mahama president you be a sheba odi so enti na ka say John Mahama de o ka obeye yenim say mra ye beye by election no e case we ya ho enti na o man be sika e be by election the promise of making ya eda Asen phone na etrim Asen North phone na etrim bi ka Ghana phone na say nyame adna 2024 elections na NDC winia obeye honorable question baba man ministerial appointment enti ye minister ne die ye twa John Dramani Mahama say ene ya asem bia ni honorable question ho no ye minister ne die ye nsa betimi aka
ani anwa na achirim se utum se wo mu nyina ehwere mu ntiwe wo mu hwere mu denden sama mpanim enye ehu adwuma sede wo hye ho bono a na yakwansam fufuro mu a asam ba ko ne na wotwi ebaje ne ho sekyereme na pa Reverend Intim Fadwo ene National Investigation Bureau NIB we wo mu nyina ka national security ho ekwa se ne opani no wo mo kwa kofa no ne nsem bi wadi tu dwa efa plania ene wo kirem se sika ni kokain fa hin kosi awomu na national security for kwa so mo kwa kofa papa no na ene minority for esu kogu Reverend Intim Fadwo fie se wompene na mpene chia womma national security for papa ne nkokora da ene kwamena Alexander Afenyomakin no ho yewura kodua general secretary no ho organizer national organizer Harry Nanabuache no ho Richard Ahiagba ene mpanufo pii no ho na wabra wo mo ekopie mu ho no wode wano disem tudwa yentie
abiding citizens, and we are going about our duties lawfully. So if they have a reason to trespass or evade somebody's privacy, they should have a reason to explain that.
But at least
if they have a warrant or kind of thing, they should be talking about that.
But has Reverend given you the reason why he has guests in his house today?
Well, this is why he has guests in his house. Well, we see the NIB should be explaining. They should be giving that excuse.
Well, a group now espoused by our minority leader. We are a country governed by a rule of law, not a rule of men. And as a member of parliament, at least our constitution, parliament standing orders, talks about the processes or the procedure by which a member of parliament can be invited. The first question we want to ask the current administration is, was that process followed?
No way. No.
Was that process followed?
No.
Why? In fact, the chaos this morning was needless, unwarranted.
What's your position on that?
Well, the position is what I'm telling you. Very unwarranted. At least, if indeed they were showing good faith, they would have gone through the process, the due process, written to the speaker that the member of parliament is to be invited or wants to be invited to the state security for interview or for questioning or for discussion or to help in the investigation, but not this Rambo style of.
Is it your brief?
That the due process has to be followed. The due process has to be followed. Has he committed any crime?
No.
But this time we're expecting even the government to commend him.
That was the essence of whistleblower act.
We're expecting the government to commend him.
Is there an official briefing on why the NIB is here?
NIB officials are in there. What exactly are they doing?
Well, they have left. At least they have come to the realization that what they are doing is wrong. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional.
Did they tell you why they are here?
They were in there. What exactly did they?
Well, we just put it to them. That is not a question about your superior asking you to come and take an illegal action. And we spoke to them.
Which superior is that?
Right, they will know whether the director general, whether it's the director in charge of operation, or from Jubilee House, or maybe for Fukwachi send them. They will know.
They've left here basically because they see that probably your numbers here are quite large. They don't.
We are going to be here. The issue is not about numbers. We can bring the whole party members here. If they are doing the right thing, they shouldn't be perturbed about the numbers.
We a MPP mpanimfo bi ekopie mu ewo Reverend John Intim Fodwo fie wabra national security yes wo mokofa no ena wote na asem kro ya ena wonwa kasa ntimamufo bi mekere Reverend Intim Fodwo wonwa kasa no constituency wo timamufo bi enso edwano disem tuodwa ensem wa ekoso efa wo mo emra se bedwani hu
yemnim preference ne oye no kwale trodo no oye mpanimfo nso se de ade no amfa nto afrito ontra ho no onye nhwe han na ndisi fo me kata se hemfa makuntia omaiga na ne wi abakasa MPP na din asa omai no yenim ne yese ne oye no kre nti won kwaso no onye board no onye nsan se ne menu ade nka kan oye bo hye banya me hye ne ho bo ansa ne ye wo no na ne onyame hye nso oni pantime mo ne dua oni pantime nse no nti won kwaso no onye ne oye na sense out ye tan na chi won kunim ye nse de anso a kunim de be asen man dia
ye de sister ne ye koma no wo no mo fi le ni mo hye hye na elu play ni so mo na efu ti o mu ni ma elu play de nu bo ne ba ni de ni pafu ti to already said ya ni bi owo gina so bi nti awon kasa ti to ni gina so am fi on Casadia, everybody was a house when P. Akaka Sana, Obia, bet me, Akasan, now you said you can see a Yakafan, or maybe Nanu assembly, but a bear house.
Which I said this a Mario Kulon, my boy, and you pan edge, there's a cocaine is and maybe I cost for 1 chassis. And where you just say, we tu na mama de ko fo gugu no se na je mo ko na za mo ga dai ya sense of the support Robert John Team for say on ko so nya de hoye no moa Ghana man na asema na
we timamufo bi a ewo Asen North ena wote wo mo enka no na yakwansam fufuro mu na wotwe mu na soafo no ne hwe omen apom dinsam zo onumunyamfo kwabena mita kando ene wo hye ase ene ewo bontro akra ewo yapom din enkurabata hodo a ewo omanmu ene wo hyase efiri Greater Accra Regional Hospital ehon wo hyase die free na wakwaye one mpanimfo etwetwe nkomo ena hospital authorities no Reverend Dr. Ralph Ama ene edi nanimu oye medical doctor ewo Regional Hospital wo ene wo kirebu se empempren CT scan machine wo ho enya adwuma MRI eno zukra no ensha se enya adwuma papa biasa na wade sem ne to dwan no pani egina hwe omanim din no se esma mu kan pa de ene ade na ehu na komotwetwe ne koso ya mane bone etwe bi gu ahoma so a yentie
but the MRI there's a problem with what we call the spectator to the helium. The MRI head works by magnetism, so there's a lot of components that go into it to work. So basically, the magnetic head has quenched, but the CT scan was fixed, and then there was a technical problem, and then 5 of the detectors were damaged. But
see, I don't have a problem when you are using a machine and the machine is faulty or is down. But I have a problem when the machine is faulty or is down for 2 years. That's where my problem is. That's where my problem is coming from.
I took over a year ago and I tried to fix this. And so, if we can get the head of radiology,
yes, I will.
September 2024, the CT scan was fixed, but it also temporarily had a problem. So we are looking at ways of having the whole thing refixed. But basically, the other 4 modalities are working, which we can take you through. So the only modalities that are not working are the CT and the MRI.
We swafo wono na ehwe omeya pom den sam so wabro kopie mu ewo rich enkomotwetwe ekwo so bi na wote na wotwe mu na si ya sa timbio edi ama no na abuhwe na wotwe mu na Minister for Communication Yura Samuel na Te George ene wade beto dwa ekire mu se ene enche kura yesan ba behase wade nhihie gu apono so a July boso meni de kan ewa afimie behase na ene national SIM card registration yasan koye ena wade to dwa Ghana fo bi se wapani enwe ya na yakwasa ala ya bio na yese be ko bio na ansa na no panini nsem wade to dwa no yeni kan tie.
We would commence public sensitization and education towards the impending SIM registration. And let's be clear, I didn't say a SIM re-registration. SIM registration, a proper SIM registration. And we would also do a central equipment identity register. We believe that we will roll out on the 1st of July this year. And the NCA Director General is smiling because he wants the 1st of July date. So we will roll out 1st of July. The pilot is going to happen on Wednesday next week. That's the 16th. The pilot is going to be launched by His Excellency the President himself at 11 a.m. from the Ghana-India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT, right next to the Ministry of Communications. Now, what we're doing is, over the next 1 week, the portal is going to be open. It's www.1millioncoders.gov.gh.
Sa pepe ti kwa mesa ku achina www.numlabio sa ka pesa mi chibu mi trim na obani kasa wieye ene ebusa ze ena anu ada yekoye sa registration emu confusion emu frustration ene ho keka ho enu abi na yesa ba experience ya no pani trim se da bi da we de enye te sekane no.
The SIM registration or re-registration that Ghanaians were put through about 3 years ago or 2 years ago did no verification on the back end, single source of truth to verify against. And so yes, biometrics were taken, but they were not matched against anything. And that's why today you have SIM cards that are registered to people's Ghana cards that the people themselves did not register. And that's simply because you have unscrupulous people who registered pre-registered SIM cards using people's Ghana cards. You go and you try to register and then they tell you the network is down, it didn't go through, but they had registered a SIM card, and then they take your card again and do another registration, and then they begin to sell those pre-registered SIM cards. And so you will be an innocent person sitting down, and because your Ghana card had been used to pre-register a SIM card that was used in fraud, you'll be picked up. So people may think that, but we went through the hassle. Yes, and I appreciate it. I was Christian Stubborn Academy because I opposed the registration process, because we questioned the technical basis of doing what was being done. And that
no we Yura Samuel na Te George na asami a wadi atodwai ana Adom kase yese dabi Ghana fo ene kwakwaya di ntie ne Ghana fo nkodi nkomo ne mu sese so de pani ken ko anasa eba Ghana food in
Same registration, no, say most Ghana card, no, lady, but me
online thing registration, the boy, say, and we are calling him announce what we need. It's me, I say, Ghana, I call him not to Vienna, local July or offices, no, trying to register our sins. Mra, Sesenka, what the Koye be so important. Bit me a boy, register bound, and then Puno, a boama, or minus what calling him. Not our time now, what the Paco July, I could change so many hours, and some are sent back. Let me register. Maybe it's not you fee, may use modern technology when you register. Why not so help?
Oh, me, say red boy, just to say, no, say the minor corner. Now say, you be a person come into me, yeah, me, get the pass of a boy. I will say, registration. Yeah, get that point. I say, when with the online, it has advantages and disadvantages. For the advantages, it's going to be convenient in that everyone can sit at the comfort of their homes, get their information, their Ghana card, and then just process it, and then they are registered. The disadvantages, there are a lot of fake Ghana cards in the system. So if there are a lot of fake Ghana cards in the system, people can conveniently sit at their comfort of their homes as well, and then just register with fake ID. But then I'll go with the online because I feel like there is a way to control fraudsters for giving fake information to do that. If we are able to curb that, then the online is a great initiative.
We a Ghana phobia and I would say Abusia, yes and yes, DBS Industries, Yadamasio, Yadamasi, Yamisam Papa, say any boy, Chipampe, my Ericasi wing, Ebaye, Joshua Kwame Kulinu, Medawasi, Franco Trading Enterprise, and so at a Chiripampe, Kamakama pa, Force Nuhwakadi, Nina, one Nakofa, Papa, Eddie Abba, African, Facebook, YouTube, one. And a cham trum Jagri Boaz and yet would you pampe Jagri Unia ban your friends say our patience and the Jagri a Boaz near Barbesrayan and a Benadan Swaswa Besrame come a panty Nanye and what's the man no me asamaniwa yes mama asamaniwa metia papa metia na minshira wo onshira wo moroso abusua mawie one man contractor me nana ade mununkum yedusi ha eda wase etia wo pi
Adom FM
Asempa FM
in Shirai FM DBS Industries Limited. One more Sanka Mobium. Surprise! I want to on a preview. I'm a customers in